G'day, I'm Rainu and this is my colleague Sibusiso, and today we're going to be removing this existing sliding folding stacking door behind us to install this Van Acht frameless stacking door. When removing an existing door frame, it is always advisable to work as nice and neatly as possible to minimize the damages on your walls and on your tiles. And also when working with tiles or breaking out big sections, put down drop sheets or board to cover your tiles. When unpacking your doors and frame, you will receive screws that you use to screw your frame together. You will receive fixing lugs that you use to screw your door frame to the bottom of the floor. You will receive end caps that you use to seal off the fixings for weather purposes. You will receive spacers that you use to space your doors when necessary. And you will receive your screws that you use to screw your doors together. We have finished to assemble the frame and we've added a side light. Due to the fact that Van Acht sells standard size frameless stacking doors, and we used a side light frame to increase the size for the opening that we're currently using. You'll see also in height there's a gap towards the top that we'll be filling up with a wooden boxing. Now it's time for installation. The first step towards a successful installation is using a water level, or as they would say, a dumpy level, or even you can use a laser level. But I like the old-fashioned way. It's the oldest trick in the book, but it works the best, eh? So basically what we've done is, to get the top section of your frame, we've dropped it down to 500 millimeters on both sides of the frame. Because of the span, it is not advisable to use a spirit level, and rather to go for a water level, or to go for a laser level, because water is always lying level no matter where it is, eh? So Sibu, you can make level that side for us. So now we know that the frame is level from left to the right hand side. So now we go over to step 2, where we use a spirit level to level out the uprights, to make sure that all your uprights is also sitting perfectly level. Step 3 is to measure the frame for square, from corner to corner, to make sure that the distances in between is exactly the same. Let's measure. 3 meter 163. 3 meter 163. That means our frame is perfectly square. Step 4 is to ensure that your bottom sill and top track is running perfectly straight, so that the bottom track's not bowing or bending. The best way to achieve that is to use a building line from left to the right hand corner to ensure that your line is running nice and straight. You can use a level if your level is long enough. So now that the bottom sill and the top track is all running nice and straight, the distances in between the left to the right hand side all the way through will be the exact same measurement as well. So now we can go over to step 5. Step 5 is to ensure that your uprights are all sitting nice and straight, so that it's not bowing or bending. And the best way to achieve that is to use a long level like this one, or to use a straight edge that you put onto the side of your frame to make sure that it's not bending. If your frame is not bending, that means in between the distances from left to right, your opening size, it will all be exactly the same size. And now we can go over to installing the doors. The first step when installing your doors is to look at the stickers. You will see that Van Acht has numbered all the doors according to color stickers. So when you do your installation, make sure that your stickers follow on top of each other. You will also see that Van Acht has labeled the doors as A, B, C, D. And that will all be the same whether you're buying a 3-stack sliding folding or even if you're buying a 14-stack sliding folding. So if you follow your stickers, you can't go wrong. The spacers are being used to reduce the gap between your doors when necessary, and when installing it, you install it behind your hinge next to the frame. The cover strips between the doors are being installed for weather purposes. You will see once you look at your doors that you have two handles. That is to pull your doors in to close them up properly. What happens is when you pull your doors, you can push on the one handle a little bit and pull the second one in a bit to make sure that your strip is crossing your glass easily and freely without scratching or touching. And that's the end of our installation.